Look at my face when I do this. Look at my face when I do this.
Thanks. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. You got it. You have to start recording that camera. They can't see me.
I know.
All right. All right.
I feel like you can see a lot of the desk. You want to move that over?
Yeah.
That bad boy.
Hey.
Welcome back to.
Hi.
Welcome back to.
Hi.
Welcome back to.
It's a mess every time. We got it once. That time
1,
with
2, 3.
Hi, welcome back to.
Hi, welcome back to. I hated that, but that worked.
It did. Unfortunately so. And we're keeping it.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to use. How you doing, bud?
I'm all right. How you been?
I've been okay.
I let you down.
You did.
I let you down last
You let me
night.
down just a little bit.
And I apologize deeply. So what happened was Ty here needed a place to stay.
So we can record this here podcast.
And I told him, hey, man, it's all good. It's all cool. It's all hip and happening. And I said those exact words.
In that exact order.
Inscribed them, actually.
With a
In
stone
his yearbook.
and a chisel.
And then I fell asleep at 8 p.m.
Didn't wake up till 4 in the morning.
2:30, actually. Not a full night's sleep.
No, I guess
and
not.
by then I had found out that Ty had given me 4 nice phone calls and a few texts. And I felt real bad.
They were nice phone calls. I didn't even leave a message. I was worried to wake you up.
See, that's the issue right there, is that you didn't wake me up. You could have waken me up.
I walked to your front door and I checked.
Oh, you were here?
Yeah, and I was locked. And I was like, all right.
That's all I needed to do was leave it unlocked for you, and I wasn't planning to go to sleep. I was just sitting down and I just passed out.
Well, we get a segment out of it. We do. This is a little segment I'd like to call Ty's Hotel Reviews.
You stayed at a hotel? Oh no! Oh, I feel like shit. What was Tim?
This is
what about Nick? Anybody?
This
God.
is a review of the Days Inn on Country Club in 60.
Okay, let's hear it.
Wow. First impressions. Great lobby music. I walked in. No, nothing like this. Infinitely better than this. I actually am done with this. This is giving me a headache. I feel sick.
But now I don't know.
Like
Are we still doing this?
I feel like I'm in a dream, but I'm sick in the dream. That's what that music makes me feel like.
I feel like I'm at a carnival and someone touched me. I don't know if it was
it's
allowed or not allowed.
I might have just been in passing, but they definitely
Maybe I touched them. I don't know, but the music is telling me.
I walked in blasting Hungry Like the Wolf. It was way too loud for 1:30 in the morning. So that was a decent impression. And the guy was like nice. There was only one guy there because it was 1:30 in the morning.
The desk guy, you mean?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got my room, and he gave me the key. He gave me the key to a room that was occupied.
Oh, my God. Did it work?
It did. Unfortunately, the key worked. And it didn't open like the first time. Like it turned green, and I like pushed it, and it was like, I'm like, oh, that's weird.
It was locked?
And I pushed it a little bit more, and it like opened, but only so far because like the latch was there. And then I closed it, and I heard like somebody get up. They didn't come to the door, but they were like it.
They were scared.
And I ran away.
You just hear the. Who the fuck?
He has a shotgun.
They're in the middle of a whole other movie, and you just walked in on it.
It's
The body is halfway dissolved. They do not have time for this.
I mean, and they have to make the next batch because you can't do the whole body in one thing. So you got to redo the acid base thing. So it's a whole ordeal. And I was
just started watching fucking
Heat with Melissa McCarthy.
That's a movie, right? I swear that's a movie. I didn't just make that up.
And
it's The Heat. That's what it is. Go ahead.
And so I ran away. And I went to the front desk and I was like, I didn't tell him that. I didn't tell him that there was somebody in the room.
You just told him that it's taken.
No, I said that the key turns green, but the door didn't open.
Well, that was
so
an
maybe he
interesting
can figure it out. So because
what are they, squatters? They're not supposed to be in there?
Who knows?
Okay.
I guess that could have been possible.
They broke in.
Mm-hmm. Or they had
who's gonna rent a room at 2 a.m.?
Yeah, we're fine. And the second room that they gave me smelt entirely of cigarettes. It was a no smoking room.
Oh fuck!
And it was a $250 charge for if you smoke in the room. But it smelled just like,
I was like,
no,
Tyler.
No, it was like $80.
Sleep in the car.
I almost did. I almost slept in the car.
Well, if you had slept here in the car, I would have woken up and let you in.
But I probably wouldn't have woken up. I would have been asleep.
That's true. I did go outside and look for you. I thought maybe you were doing that.
There were no spots here, and so I had to drive all the way around, and the one empty spot.
And I would have never found you.
No, you never would have.
What a tragic night. I'm assuming that there's more to it.
Well, you were asleep, and Tim could have.
Why didn't you call anyone else in my house?
Huh? I don't have anybody else's number.
Instagram? I don't
know. I guess I could have tried to send Jenna a
We should
Snapchat.
have Jenna's something just so that
I think I have her Snapchat, but
anyway, go ahead.
And in the overall, and there was something in the shower.
Something in the wall. Like what?
Something in the shower.
Like you never pulled back the curtain, but something was there.
No, I took a shower.
Can you imagine? There's something. It's breathing, but I don't want to.
I just closed the door. I just closed the door.
I didn't need to go.
And I put the chair in the door thing so it couldn't be opened.
I left it unlocked because I figure.
I mean, if he wants a friend.
What's stopping it from hurting me right now?
Yeah. So if he's there, he was there first. Yeah. They were there first.
Anyway, long story short, his name's David. He's coming over for brunch.
He's a little late. I don't know where he is.
He's a little skittish.
He might have already eaten. The next tenant.
Didn't care for me in that way.
And I got up for breakfast. I took a shower in the shower, and it was like I've never seen a shower like this. It was like it was like one of the tub showers, but like the bottom wasn't flat. It was like angled on either side, like that. So
like someone had dented it,
but it looked like it was designed like that. It was like a ridge all the way down.
So when you're standing in the shower,
like
your feet are doing
this.
Yeah.
And
is that for draining?
That's what I thought it was, but there was a permanent little puddle.
There was no drain.
No drain.
It's just standing water.
I had to take a real quick shower. It fills up faster than you think. And I ended up just like scooping it into the toilet, which didn't flush. So.
At that point, you can't tell what water is what water. You know what I mean? It's
Who
just
knows?
water.
Water is? I mean,
it's just wet.
You would.
Is water wet?
You would
tune in next week to find out.
Honestly, you would have wanted the water to be more wet than it was. It was pretty dry as far as water goes. I must say.
That means it's high quality.
That's how you know. That's how you know that you paid a lot.
The feeling of the wet.
Feeling of the wet was my.
You got up
favorite
for breakfast,
Guillermo del Toro.
Where did you eat breakfast at the hotel?
I tried. I missed it. Checkout was at 11, and I was going to come here at 11, which I did. And I got up. I took a shower, and I was out by like 10:30. And I was checking out with this girl who was nicer than the man who checked me in. And well, she didn't give me a wrong room. And she was like, "Oh, breakfast is over, but you can take anything in there." She said, "You can take anything in there." So I have a chair in my car. I have a wooden chair. If you want, it's for sale.
Took 2 toasters.
Follow me on Craigslist.
Just a whole thing of napkins. More sweet and low than I could ever need.
Just brown sugar by the handful. A coffee cup.
A bunch of lemons that were sliced early in the day, so they're kind of rotten.
Early in the day, but I couldn't tell you which day.
They don't have a lemon flavor anymore, which is weird.
It tasted like a lime.
You can use them for cleaning, and I think that's what they did.
That's what was in my shower.
Getting the grout. It's just a bunch of used lemons piled up in the shower. Squeaky clean. Just toss it down in the pile.
In a pile of lemons.
Oh, this is when we get the board reviewers are coming to check this place out. We're gonna look at the spiff. When the shower water is hitting your thigh. Oh, what is that? The feedback
Too
you get.
much.
That's gnarly.
Too loud. Well, and that was my experience. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 5, probably about a 2, 2.5, I'd say.
Not bad.
The bed was big. It was a big bed.
Big bed.
Big bed.
Small
bed.
bladder.
Big bed, small bed.
Welcome back to Big Bed, Small Bed.
The only podcast on the internet where we'll sleep in your bed and tell you how big it is.
Inspired by Goldilocks herself.
Sponsored by the third bear.
Chelsea Handler.
That was a wonderful noise. Can you make that again? No is the answer. The first one was better. Let's cut to a clip. And we're back. So how was your night?
Restful. Well, once I woke up and found out that I had blew you off like that, I felt really bad, so I couldn't go back to sleep. So then I just I've been up since then.
Oh, really?
So I'm a little tired, and I still got a day ahead of me.
A full day. One whole day. Double. Oh, I forgot. Good bit.
Yeah, it's in the afternoon, so I've got about half a day until I can,
Well, you also got
my restful
you're
sleep.
Also seeing
I'm seeing
the Yoka.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Are you not seeing it?
I am.
Okay.
Just the way you said that. I'm seeing Joker tonight
with Joaquin's Phoenix.
I'm walking to Phoenix. I seeing the movie IMAX. No, I'm not seeing IMAX. I don't have that kind of money. I'm seeing it in Cine One, which is what Harkins has out here. It's got some sort of, I think it's got Dolby and recliner seats. It's nice. It's good. It's a good time.
Cool.
I'll let you know how it is. When are you planning to see it?
Probably. I'd like to see it on the big screen, but I am going to see it with my family up on the smaller screen.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know. Do they have a theater then?
Yeah, they do. They didn't for a long time. It burned down, and they were just like, well, for about
sorry, Jeff.
6,
no
7
more movies
years.
for you.
Jeff loved movies, and he never again. He hasn't
no one's
seen a
him
movie
since.
since. Yeah.
Okay.
But before that, I went to First Friday at the Arizona
First time?
Science Center. It's my first time being at the Science Center. I didn't know that I had gone, but it slowly came back to me. And I went on a field trip when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But they open it late, and they have they serve drinks and stuff. So that was fun. And we were walking through, and it's 3 stories, and there's a bunch of different things. And there was one guy that we walked past that I don't know. I'm thinking of all the things that they had on display and interactive stuff that you could do. And I don't know why he would have been wearing just one surgical glove, but we passed him, and he did
No, that's from home.
he had to have brought it from home. It was a blue surgical glove, and he was like talking to somebody, and he just went like, and he just continued on his conversation. He walked right past us, and I was like, I have to sit down. That was was way too much.
This guy, and then you walk past. He just locks eyes with you. As I was saying,
my chest hurts.
Can
you breathe?
Is it a super early Halloween costume that he's doing?
He was wearing he was just jeans and a t-shirt and one glove. He didn't even have two gloves on.
So it's a prop then.
But why? What? Nothing. He was walking upstairs.
Maybe
what
he's got
you
something
been doing? So I wanted
like
to
an
ask
infection on his hand or something.
Then don't go to a science. Go
gloves
to an
on to keep it
interactive
safe
science
from his hand.
center. How about that,
It's touching everything.
sir?
Oh, and by the time he leaves, he's like, "Oh, these were torn, torn the whole time."
Oh, we should call somebody.
It's a lot less fluid than there should be in these.
It blows up like a goddamn water balloon.
Just smacking it around the exhibits. I love science. What can I say? I love science. Can't keep me away.
I love science. Hey, wait, how's
No
it
matter
going?
how many bees sting this hand?
Was it wet? What's the liquid?
Beats me. Your guess is as good as mine.
Here, you want to taste it?
The doctors said...
The doctor looked me right in the eyes and said,
And
you
that's
should
why...
see a doctor.
Oh, I like that. I like a doctor saying you should see a doctor.
Holy shit. That looks bad. You should see
Nurse.
somebody about
No,
that.
Wait.
Oh, wait, no, I'm the...
I'm about as high as you get around here.
Is there a CEO of the doctor?
CEO of doctors. Can we get him on the phone, please? Isn't that didn't he run for president? What's his name?
Ben Carson?
David Sanders? Okay, there it is.
David Sanders? You just picked a name and then Sanders.
Free healthcare.
I like to think that there's no ice in that cup. And there never was. That was a cricket.
That was a tooth. A tooth. So, I think it's about time I tell you this story.
Okay, I'd love to hear this story. I've heard a lot about it.
Have you?
No. Never
Okay.
heard anything. I don't know what this story is.
So, because
even know what
this
to
story
expect.
doesn't involve anyone you know, which is a rarity.
Oh, that's fine.
Not
Is that
the
not the
vibe.
mood? That's not the. Is it worse
Not
than
the
that?
vibe.
Oh, I got it.
I don't
This
know
is it,
what music would fit this. It's so cute. We got to use this for something.
It's called. Okay, so these are on the same album. This one's called Brave Pirates.
Yeah, okay.
And then this one is called Captain Blood. This is not. Oh, I thought. Okay, that's. I honestly thought it said Captain's Blood, which is an entirely different thing.
Either way, it's a little. It's got some Spanish influence in there, and I don't usually think of
Spanish pirates.
a Spaniard. I think of Captain. I think of Jack Sparrow, and I don't know where he's supposed to be from.
I don't think he knows
He's
where
from
he's from.
Rum, the city of Rum, capital of.
Mezcal. Then that would make him
Is-
Spanish. That would make him.
Pirate Island. Big old pirate treasure island 2. Chipwrecked.
Hey, it works.
It had to fit.
It works.
So this story takes place back in middle school, back in what some might call the bad old days. I had some very different friends back then. They were very. I went to a small school, so kind of everybody knew each
You
other
always
a
went to a
lot.
small school.
Well, no, I mean I went to a big school when I was up until
Well, I don't want to hear about it.
5th grade, and then after that I went to a lot of charter schools. So they're a lot smaller class size. Everybody knew each other for better or worse. And so one of my friends named Alex had a birthday party.
Okay.
But,
Name drop.
What was it? So that was 7th grade that this happened. So what is he turning, like 12 or 13 or something? That's got to be it. Like 12 or 13.
Oh, what's that? How, like, when you start 6th grade?
You turn 12.
Yeah.
11 and 12. So
Just
12 and
double
13. So and congratulations to him. So we're having
Shout out one time.
We're having this birthday party for Alex, and all we ever did together, if we ever hung out, was play video games. There was no other activities that we really did.
So were you like friends, or did you just sort of play the kid you played video games with?
Well, in school we were friends. I talked to them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They were different because they were the roughest friends I ever had.
Oh, okay.
We spent a lot of time punching each other.
It is middle school.
I guess. I don't know what's normal and what's not, but that was interesting. We hit each other
Let's
quite
cut
often.
let's cut to a clip of middle school.
So, we would like hit each other as hard as we could. Or we did a lot of ball gazer. We did a lot of just really
what the
boyish.
fuck is that?
Oh, it's ball gazer.
Oh.
Yeah, if you look at a big circle on somebody, then you look at
It
their
has
ball.
to be below their.
And because
waist.
that's gay shit, you have to then beat them up. It's a terrible game. And
You beat them up. It's not just one punch.
It's one punch.
Okay.
But my point is, like, why would you physically assault somebody for looking at this?
It's fucking.
That's comedy gold right there. That's what that is. It's straight man comedy gold.
Straight man comedy.
Hey,
welcome back to Straight Man Comedy. The Straight Man Comedy they are on the Country Music Channel.
Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, so we were friends, but it was like we're not like close. It's not like you and I where we actually care about each other. That's just a person that I spend time with.
Okay.
So they had no problem hurting each other. Oh, okay. I haven't thought this through, but I got to get through this whole night. This is a long story.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it's an airsoft birthday.
What is that?
It's just
Is it at somebody's house? Or
it's at somebody's house, and it involves a lot of airsoft guns. I didn't have one,
yeah.
so they were like, "Well, we'll bring an extra. You'll have one. It's fine." And
you had the pistol that you have to go like that every time.
I sure
That's
did.
the one they gave you.
I sure did. So I pulled to the house with my mom, and it's pitch black. And I'm like, "This is what the address says," and she's like, "Okay, well, this is a little spooky, so I'm gonna wait here until you at least get inside." And I was like, okay. Or no. She said I'll walk you up to the door and then I'll just take off. And I was like, oh, that's fine. So we go up to the door, and the door just opens.
I'm like, who's this bitch?
No, it just opens into the darkness, and it's completely silent, and it's just empty.
Your mom's like,
and this is a party at this party must have started at 8 p.m. I got there late.
All right.
And so I'm like, hello? And it's just silent. But someone opened the door just now, and I can't see anything. So I step inside, and my mom's following me, and then I get hit with a barrage of airsoft guns because they're all hidden around the door, and they just shoot the fuck out of me. This is the first time I'd ever felt an airsoft gun shot. I didn't know what it felt like. I had done paintball before this.
Oh, it's not as bad as paintball.
It's not as bad, but when
it
there's
hurt.
100 of them,
it's not good.
Just coming at you.
You can't like when you get hit, you go like ooh, and you squeeze it, and it makes you feel a little better. And you can't do that when it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's all over your fucking body.
Whole body.
They shot the shit out of the back of my calves.
Oh,
that's where they went.
That's the worst place. They
aimed
aimed for it.
Yeah, they did. This is to give you a sense of who these people are
They
who
knew.
are fucking with. So my mom was like pissed. She was like, "Are you sure you want to stay?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be okay." And she was
no matter what.
She's like,
this
all right.
happened in middle school, and I'm picturing you exactly right now doing this. I'm not picturing a younger version of you.
I wasn't a whole lot different, just a little dumber, I guess.
It's just not as smart. Okay.
So she went off, and it was kind of a far drive back home. So I was like, all right, well, I'm here now. I got to deal with this. So they give me a gun, which is a manual pistol that is not like the rest of theirs.
They're not going to give you their good ones.
One of the fun things about it is that it shoots about 40% of the shots. So you'll be pulling down that trigger, and a bunch of shots will come out, and then a bunch won't for a while. And then you got to play with that for a second.
Got to get it situated.
And then you can just get a nice shot off, and then do it again, and it's jammed again, and it was a lot of that. So my night was just dodging. I didn't get to do a whole lot of shooting. And they had divided themselves up into 2 teams. And they just taken, like, this was just a house that was kind of a straight shot.
I've never heard of playing airsoft inside of a house, first of all.
It's not a good idea.
That's insane.
There's a lot of things that can get shot in a house. And they're not BB guns. They're not going to break glass, but they're definitely going to damage
It'll leave
things.
a dent in a wall.
Oh, well, we'll get to what happened. So the house is laid out so that there's like this front area and then a wall with a doorway and then a kitchen and then a living room. And the only thing in between is this little side hallway that makes kind of a U, so it's shaped like this mug.
Okay.
So there's a side hallway.
That's very helpful.
And then one team's here, one team is here.
Asleep.
And so eventually you could sneak through this way, or you could just do a straight assault, right? Hours of just people shooting at each other in these hallways, and eventually his mom comes out because I didn't know she was home. The sister comes out, her little sister, and she's like, "Can you guys keep it down?" Because at this point it's like midnight.
Yeah.
And we're like, I'm nice, so I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, we'll keep it down."
Nice.
And then Alex's birthday boy chimes in. He's like, "How about you go fuck yourself?"
No.
And she was like, because that's just how he was. So she's just like, ugh. So she goes to the mom. The mom comes out a few minutes later in her nightgown, and she's just like, "Can we tune this down a bit? What the fuck?" She's like, "This is a bit much, don't you think, Alex?" And he's like, "It's a birthday party, Mom. I don't know what you expect." And she's like, "Can you guys just like go outside or something, or just fucking just chill out?"
What do you want, Mom? You're such a dick.
She's like, "Don't you have like a movie to watch or something?" And I was just
They don't make any airsoft movies, Mom. Fuck.
So her suggestion was for us to go outside past curfew, which didn't make sense because I don't know how it is for other places, but in the suburbs in a lot of areas, you can't be a kid just wandering around. The police will stop you and be like, "Where the fuck are you up to?" You know what I
Where
mean?
do you live?
Because you're never up to anything good.
Never.
You're never like, "Oh, we were just hopping down to Blockbuster, wanted to pick up something." Scooby-Doo, I think, is on DVD. No, it's usually
they open?
It's usually like, "Oh, we wanted to go huff paint." I don't know. So of course the cops are going to be on your ass. So what they wanted to do
We're hunting rats.
was walk about a mile to like a Circle K down the road, and they just wanted to go get energy drinks. I think was because back then that was like a thing. Everyone wanted to get fucked up on some Monster and Rockstar, bro.
Nah, Rockstar was for pussy.
Fucking Rockstar tastes like fucking battery acid. That shit's disgusting. Holy shit.
It doesn't taste like anything I've ever tasted.
It doesn't taste like anything that should have been made.
That's
it tastes like God's.
That's exactly.
You know, he's looking down at that and he's going, "I gave you a lot of other things. Why did you need to make that?"
I gave you the things that I gave you. You used to make that.
The whole testosterone.
Shame on you.
Anyway, so they wanted to go do that, and I was like, "Is your neighborhood safe? Like, are we okay to be a bunch of dumb teenagers walking around?" And he was like, "Got to be strapped." And then he pulls out a pocket knife, big old pocket knife, big long, several inches pocket knife.
You could take his pocket knife on a plane. Let me just tell you that right now.
He's like, "I got this and I got this," and he shows his airsoft gun, and he's like, "Who's gonna fuck with us?" And then I was like, "That's stupid." And then every other guy at the party pulled out their pocket knife. Literally, every other person at that party had a pocket knife except for me, and they were like, "It's no big deal. We got you. We'll protect you." And I was just like, "I'm gonna chill here. You guys go have fun." No scenario with a bunch of 12-year-olds holding knives ends well, right?
Welcome back to 12-year-olds holding knives.
And then I guess because I didn't feel like going, they were like, "All right, fine. We'll just chill here. We'll just watch a movie. We got I have Halloween or something." Like he had something stupid that I was like, ugh. Like he wants. It was my nightmare. It was airsoft rifles and horror movies and knives, and I was just like, what nightmare did I walk into? So they end up.
What a combination.
So they end up.
Oh, you've ruined everything.
That bothered me.
Let's get to a clip.
So that they end up watching the movie, and by then I'm texting my mom, and I'm like, I'm doing the exact same the thing that is a meme now, which is like, "Mom, please pick me up. Like I don't want to be here anymore. I hate these people." And she's
was
like,
asleep.
and no, but she's far away. And she's like, okay, I can come get you. And then I'm like, to this day, I have this problem. I'm like, maybe not. I can probably stick it out. Like, I don't want to be a burden. And
I feel you.
And I'm just like going back and forth. It would have been so much better if I had just stuck to my guns and been like, I want to leave. Instead, I toughed it out. And she was like, okay, like, I can't come get you after this. Like, it's getting late. Like, it was already midnight or whatever. We were 1 by then. So I was like, all right, I'll stick it out.
I can do it. I'm a real boy.
So they finished the movie, and then we go back, and now we start the true airsoft battle. Everyone loads up. Our friend Nate gets his automatic machine gun.
Yeah.
And he's got more rounds than you've ever seen in your life. He's just got the big tub. And he's just got magazines. And everyone else on my team has just like regular pistols or like maybe like
so he's
they're semi-automatic, but a little better than the one
Nate is the only one with a...
The only one. So he does this fun thing where he just peeks over the kitchen counter every minute and just unloads back and forth across the room.
I can't even fathom that this is still happening indoors.
I can't fathom what the fucking vacuum cleaner must have looked like.
Yeah.
Because I'll get to what happened at the end of the night. But
the first time the mom came out, she wasn't like, take it outside. She was like, it was like a thing.
She kind of was, but it was like there's nowhere for us to be. We can't be doing that outside. It's the same reason you can't have this curfew. It was either that or his backyard, and his backyard was just a tiny square of just grass and dog shit. So it was like, well, you just got to stick it out. By the way, the poor dog must have just been frightened to death of just the endless fire going on. So we had a battle for, I want to say, 4 hours that night of just endless.
Good God.
I was sweating. Like, I was just drenched because it was like people were like running around. If you got too close, people would like shove you around and stuff and like shoot the fuck out of you up close. So then at one point, we finally take a break. I think we eat some pizza or something, and everyone's just chilling.
At 4 a.m.
Yeah, at this point, it's
Too
okay,
late.
wait. Here's what happened. So we ate the pizza, then everyone was pretty tired, and it was like 4 or 5 a.m. And everyone's like, well, let's take a rest. But of course, we can't just lay down and sleep like regular people. We have to pick out different corners of the room to sit in with our guns so that no one attacks us in our sleep. And you just find a place, like some kids sitting under the pool table, some kids sleeping on the staircase. Like everyone's just in weird spots, just sleeping.
This is truly a nightmare.
So I'm sleeping, and then, or I'm not. I don't think I ever slept. I think I just laid down for a while.
That's this the closest that you've ever felt to being in the purge.
Yes, or war, in the trenches, and the ceasefire happens around. It's the Christmas ceasefire.
Christmas time, yeah.
But you never know who's going to sneak into your camp. So I'm looking over at my friend Nate, and he's the only one that actually fell asleep.
Oh.
So my friend
fucked up.
My friend Evan comes over and proceeds to take his pants off. His pants, not the kid's pants. And then slowly but surely dip his butthole onto my friend Nate's nose. Give him a brown nose.
Yeah.
And what happens when you do that is that your balls are out. So those just slap onto the poor kid's forehead, and he doesn't know what's going on. He's just asleep. So he does that, and I'm a witness, me and someone else, and we're like, what are you doing? And he's just like, what? Shouldn't have fallen asleep. And he pulls his pants up, and then the kid wakes up, and he's like, what? And he's like so tired. He doesn't even have time to be mad. He's just like, he goes back to sleep. But the rest of us are like, well, now it's fucking,
we can't sleep.
Now it's Lord of the Flies, and we have to punish him. So we go out to the backyard. He runs away or something, and we had to like go capture him. Or it was some stupid shit like that. We bring him out to the backyard, pull his shirt over his head this way, and then we all just shoot the fuck out of his back, like at point blank. And then he like runs off into the yard,
and cries.
And I'm standing outside still, and everyone else goes back inside. But then he starts charging the door. And they instinctively lock him out with me out there with him. So then for the next 2 hours, while the sun rises, he picks up my gun because I left it sitting somewhere, and he just shoots at my feet and tells me to dance for an hour as I'm trying to dodge dog shit and bullets running through the yard.
A literal minefield.
Fucking nightmare. So then finally they let me in once I'm able to kind of get to the door without him. And by then you can see the damage that has been done to the house because the light is pouring through the blinds, which are now polka dots because the bullets shredded the blinds. Some of the blinds are just hanging by a thread. Some of them are cut in half. Some of them are just sequence, just bullet holes. Just destroyed the entire set of blinds.
It was like the thin plasticky blinds, with the
like what's right here. Well, no,
but
the thin
the
ones.
hanging ones.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, the plastic ones. Oh, just fucked them. And there's bullets everywhere. Like the carpet is just polka dot. It's crazy. There's so many bullets, and so the mom wakes up and she's like furious. She's like, "I thought you guys were just gonna play for a little while. What the fuck is this?" So she brings out like a dustpan and some trash bags and is like, "Good luck. I don't want to see a fucking bullet anywhere." And so we just spent another hour picking up by hand these little, and we of course bring what's his name back inside to help us because fuck that.
He doesn't get a break.
And so everyone's picking things up, and the next part of the party was once we'd finished that, the next thing, all we had on the agenda was just to go to Amazing Jake's, which if you're not from here is just like an indoor theme park kind of thing. And I'm texting my mom like, I want to go home, blah, blah, blah. We get to Amazing Jake's. They pay for me to... Oh, no. They all go in and start having fun, and I'm like waiting by the door to leave. And I don't get to eat. I don't get to play because my mom's already on the way. And I get in the car, and I was like... And she's like, "What happened? Are you okay?" Like, and I was gonna tell her about the whole night and all the crazy shit, but I'm just kind of like, "Yeah, I'm okay now." I actually kind of wish I could just hang out at Amazing Jake's. She's like, "What the fuck did you just say?" It's like 8 a.m. and she's like, "Are you serious?" And I felt so bad. But that's pretty much how that story ends. That it was a relentlessly masculine night of stupidity and boys and teabagging and just...
God, I hate...
I wish I could convey the stress that I was under.
I felt it. It felt like a siege horror movie.
Endless. It was endless. And then the next day, it was all back to normal. No one really talked about it. It was just kind of like it happened, whatever.
The way that I felt listening to that story is the same way that I felt watching Green Room.
Didn't watch it, but okay, yeah. Based on the trailer, I would say that sounds about right.
That's what it was.
Trapped in there. What could blow my mind is that kid, surely by the time he got to high school, was doing the same type of thing, but with alcohol. And what the fuck does that look like?
God.
You know what I mean? That was just Monster Energy. That was how you got fucked up back then. Imagine being drunk and like shooting the shit out of each other and teabagging each other. It gets a whole lot more sloppy, a whole lot more aggressive.
I don't know what like scale
fuck kids, dude.
This gets put on, but a middle schooler on Monster Energy drink is about the same as a 18 to 23-year-old on alcohol. It's like about the same level of carnage and mayhem.
Of just disaster.
Just fuck.
So, Alex, if you're listening,
I hate you.
The sick invite, bro. Let's take a break.
I need you to look up. I told you to remember something on our drive.
Yes, there's a logo.
Yeah, look up the Dodge Ram logo.
Hey Siri, can you show me the Dodge Ram logo?
See the one, just the
Siri,
gray.
can you search Google Images for Dodge Ram logo?
Hi, welcome back to Fighting with Siri.
Okay, I got it. She found it.
It's just the gray one with the white.
I can
Horizontal
find. I
outline.
can find the gray version, I guess.
Or just okay, it doesn't have to be just any of them. So yeah. Oh no, that's awful. That's don't do the Chrome one. Just the normal like Illustrator vector art. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna put a little picture right here for you viewers. So what are you making me? Don't make me.
Oh. See what you can do with that. Whoa. Oh no. Sinking in.
So which two are the eyes, and then what the fuck are the other two supposed to be? Do you see the what I'm talking about? Because at first you think it's those two, but then you see the other two.
What? There's no way those are its eyes.
What are those then?
Those are ears.
What?
Those are ears. Or it has 4 eyes. I just didn't know that about the Ram.
I'm gonna look up. Does the Dodge Ram logo have 4 eyes?
It's one of those things where
Ram.
if you see it that way, you can't change how you see it
Uh-huh.
for a long time. But if you don't see that, then you're just like,
Are other people talking about this? Oh, okay. Dodge Ram illuminated emblem with red brake eyes. Okay, so one of them is going to be illuminated, and what if it's not the one that we think it is?
think that's
Oh,
what that
it's
means.
Pinterest.
It's just
So
the illuminated.
Oh, the whole thing is. But it made me think that.
What did they illuminate as the eyes?
Oh, not the ears.
Okay.
But that's.
It's not a great logo, I guess, but
Yeah. Okay.
the
That's
way that
all I
they
really
chose
wanted
to
to
do
get
the
to.
Ram coming out is interesting.
Sure.
I think it would have been kind of cool if they did it from a profile. It was
Okay.
like-
All right. Yeah. Let's redesign. Let's rebrand Dodge.
and there you go.
Consider it done. What do you think about exclusively referring to bananas as Chiquitas?
How would you use that in a sentence?
Yo, can you toss me one of those Chiquitas?
Like a Chiquita pepper? A Chiquita boat? Chiquita Republic? Deep fried peanut butter and Chiquita sandwich?
Oh, that's not a thing. Is
That
it
was
really?
Elvis's favorite food.
Oh, the one who died on the toilet?
Correct. Very much so. In the toilet, actually. Fun fact.
Yeah, he didn't. He had
Couldn't
actually.
get those keys out.
No, the thing was he lifted the top of the. Rest in peace, King of Rock and Roll.
King of rock and roll died in the toilet. King of pop had a little too much loopy juice.
Oh. I think I'm gonna see how long I can go for the rest of my life, and because people will know what you mean, right? If you've got a bowl, if I ask you to go, can I have one of your Chiquitas?
If I came in the room with a spoon and I said, "Can you get me one?" Do you know what to grab?
Another spoon? Do you want another spoon?
At least somebody gets it. Mom.
Mom?
Can you, that's a funny bit. You're just casually sitting with somebody, and then you just go.
Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. I thought. For the rest of the meal, there's just a bug they don't see. Then you're constantly just like, sorry about that. Got it. Is it not bothering you? Don't move.
Okay, I need you. Don't freak out, but don't.
I think that's already a bit where people just like love smack.
Pretend to be a
You have a bug on you, and then they hit you in the face, and then they're like,
Oh,
just wanted to
got
hit you in the
I
face.
guess it got away. We don't make
It's a slippery little dude.
We don't make jokes about abuse.
Well,
I'm going to move on.
welcome back to Freedom Boy.
Cletus and Farmer and Joe.
No, Ranchin.
Oh, fuck. Ranchin' Joe.
It's funny. One of them is named Ranchin' Joe, and then there's just Joe. But you can call him Ranchin'.
Welcome back to Weed and Boys. Oh, his nickname is Ranchin'.
Ranchin'.
But Joe is
Joe.
Dude,
Joe
don't
goes by
forget
Joe.
about Joe. If you call Joe Ranchin' Joe, so help me God. So help you God. Let's bow our heads. Let's bow.
Let's bow our heads. Fuck, this microphone's top heavy.
Well, you didn't put it in right.
There's no... Look, for the listeners at home. What'd I tell you? That's the best I can do. It's not made for this.
Oh,
Not made for TV.
I guess not. What are your... If you had to pick...
Taurus.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Go ahead.
Who are your gun to your head? Top three.
Please. I have kids.
Who are your top three Charlie's Angels? This is a serious question. I'm just trying to...
Hold on. Chris?
Hey, does anybody want coffee?
Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee.
Christ. Oh my God, that got so loud. It scared the shit out of me.
I saw. I could tell.
Anyway, Chris Angel. This guy named Angel that works down at 7-Eleven. He's a nice guy.
And Charlie. Charlie was my number one.
Whichever one watches over Eden. August thing? Chris?
Michael. Is it not?
It's Chris.
So two of your top three are Chris?
And it's the same one. It's Chris Angel. The
One and only.
mind freak.
Does he do that?
He's got a weird mind.
He does
He's got
a
a
thing.
weird, crazy mind.
I have a
Freak?
vivid picture of him in my head doing this when he says mind freak.
I believe
in the
that's
intro.
it.
Okay.
I that's how I make fun of him.
Oh,
But I've
same.
never known if that's a real.
He might not actually do that.
It could be someone making fun of him that I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
So where did that come from?
It could come from anywhere.
It makes you think.
Yes!
Do you know which one's which, or do you have to click randomly? I'm just wondering.
It's always been celebrated for its excellence.
It's good to be too many for you. Eventually, you're gonna just be like, "What is this one?"
They'll be. I'll. One day, I'm gonna spend money and buy the good one.
The French.
And you guys can help with a small donation today. Sound gets quiet. Don't turn me down. Sound gets. This is the quality goes up for everyone involved. You, me, and Dupree.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention Dupree.
Dupree, can we pull up a clip?
Let's go to a clip. Dupree.
That's what I wanted. Remember?
Oh yeah.
I wanted
Joe
Joe
Rogan
Rogan
as
saying,
Jamie.
"Jamie, can we get that?
Jamie, can you pull up a clip?
Jamie, can you look up male genitals? Just see what happens. I want to see what happens. You think it's science stuff
He just
or
wasn't.
not science stuff? I typed in I was on the phone with you. I typed in anime shit post.
Uh-huh.
No, right? Is that what it was?
No, it was-
anime cursed images.
Yeah.
And what I wanted was cursed images are normally like weird photos that like it's like how did they get that photo? Something must be wrong with it. If it's a bad cursed photo, then it's just Photoshop. But they're always interesting.
Chaotic.
Anime
I'd
cursed
say.
images is just hentai.
Hentai. It's porn.
It's just weird clips of hentai. And I was just like, oh, so not what I was looking for.
Oh, great. Now I'm here.
Oh, well.
Now what am I going to stop looking it up?
And now my wallpaper. Just kidding.
I can't even.
Do you think the listeners at home can hear the people going to town on the leaf blower outside?
I don't know. I wonder if they parked in front of my car. I learned that I could do. I learned that I could do a great impression of a dying elk with just two hands in my mouth. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, I would love to hear it.
It's a little too loud. I don't think I'm going to do it.
Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Well, I can't. The thing is, I'm not going to get it right the first time. So there's going to be a little bit of trial and error.
I live for trial and error. Trial and error is my middle name.
Trial and error are my
welcome back to Trial and
favorite
Error.
magician duo.
Can I be error? I'd love to be error. Fuck trial.
I have.
I'm error.
What was that?
Rock, paper, scissors. Point. You didn't.
Oh,
I win by default.
I was late. You know those things where you are just it's been too long for you to like ask, but you don't know something
Like someone's
that you
name.
should know. Sure. But no, that's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Sherbet, and sorbet.
Okay, well, two of those are different. One of them is mispronunciation.
Is sherbet not real? Or is it
So
sherbet?
we say sherbet, but I'm pretty sure it's sherbet.
Sherbet?
There's no R in sherbet, but we say sherbet as a population. I don't know why, but it's spelled sherbet.
Okay, here's my question. What are any of those things?
I actually know the difference. I don't know if you want me to know the difference. But I know the
have
difference.
no idea.
So, okay, so there's ice cream, gelato, sherbet, frozen yogurt, and sorbet.
Is it not sherbet?
It's sherbet, but doesn't that sound stupid? So we all say sherbet. I don't know. Once again,
And it's not spelled sherbet.
I'm pretty sure it's spelled sherbet.
SHER.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
God, I hate fucking.
What's sherbet?
I'm right here, and you always talk to Siri.
Sherbet is a frozen dessert made from sweetened water with flavoring, typically fruit juice, fruit puree, wine.
Did you not know?
Well, she called them the same thing, but I've heard differently.
What? Sherbet and sherbet?
She said no, sherbet and sorbet. So her description of sorbet is what I thought it was, which is just a water-based ice cream. There's no cream involved. It's just a fruit juice or puree or something in water. But that's what she called sherbet too, which is when you buy sherbet from the store, it's always got dairy in it.
Sherbet?
Sherbet. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's sherbet? Doesn't exist.
That's the same
Doesn't
thing.
exist.
Yes, okay, SHERBERT. Sherbet. Sherbet. Pronounced sherbet. Okay, no, it is.
But it's spelled sherbet, right?
No. SHERBERT. Okay, and it says sherbet or sherbet.
So wait.
Treat. Sherbet, and sherbet. Oh, in it, you may have encountered two different spellings for this of the same scrumptious treat.
Okay.
Sherbet and sherbet.
But they're not. That's what's weird about it. Is it's not a different spelling. It's a different
Sherbet.
word.
SHERBET. Pronounced sherbet is the standard American spelling for the frozen mixture made from fruit and an additive of either milk, egg white, or gelatin.
Right. Okay.
And it comes in the made. This is riveting.
So that's a different description than what Siri gave.
Sherbet is a common misspelling of sherbet.
Okay,
that
so sherbet's
resulted
wrong.
from a common mispronunciation.
Yeah.
Okay.
How the fuck did that happen?
How?
Who saw the word sherbet and just kept saying sherbet?
So it's just there's only
and then everyone followed them.
all that there is sherbet.
Like Reagan came on the radio and was like, I'm loving this sherbet. And everyone was like,
oh, he knows.
Yeah,
he knows
I've been saying it wrong.
Oh, God, my whole life. So, but
Egg on my face.
sherbet and
Sherbet.
sorbet
So sorbet
is the water.
is the water-based one. I
Water-based.
can have it
Uh-huh.
because I'm lactose intolerant. Whereas sherbet, which is fucking
Yeah,
delicious,
You can
really.
have it
I
because
love
you're
sherbet.
sick. You're sick of milk. You're done with milk.
Well, I mean, I can have it.
No.
You're right.
No.
No.
I will not allow it. What last time you had milk, you know what happened? Say it.
I'm not allowed near schools. How am I supposed to drop off my kid, though? God. So fucking mad. Me, right in the fucking ass. God damn it.
Only the first one.
I wasn't saying fuck.
I love that's such a good bit when the sensor is just a little bit off either way or not loud enough and you can still hear the curse word. Or when Eric Andre does it and bleeps every word besides the curse word.
Yeah, I like Wisecrack will blur any food being eaten, so everything seems sexual for no reason. That's funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Good. That's what I was going for. Do you ever have weird things stuck in your head?
My head, you said? No. Like what?
Like things that you've been exposed to for a long time that you just will never forget.
Probably.
Like if I get in a car accident and I lose all my memories,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know my family, I don't know what month it is, I don't know my own name. I will never forget where Shane Co. is. I will always know how to get that Shane Co. is on Scottsdale Road in Tacoma, 1 mile south of Bell Road, open weekdays till 8, Saturdays and Sundays till 5, online at shaneco.com.
Shane Co. Yes.
You know?
Yes, the diamond.
Your
right?
friend
Yeah.
in the diamond business.
Your friend in the diamond business. Yeah, that's a local joke. That's funny. Yeah, no, okay. With that, just that in mind, just commercials.
It just seared into your core, not
I
even
got
your
the
memory.
1-800-588-2300 today. I got that.
It does say today.
Today.
It
sounds
totally interrupts the song.
it shouldn't be that
Here,
fast.
you do
Today.
The song. No, you do the song.
I don't know the number. 5-800-2300
Today. You're not done.
He's cutting them off every
yes,
time. Get it now. We're selling out so fast. What do they sell again? I don't even know what they do. Are they flooring?
1-8. No, that's Stanley Steamer. The
Yeah.
your home the cleaner.
Carpet
Cleaner is
toucher.
your home cleaner.
Harm toucher. Why am I stuck on toucher?
The Harm Toucher was my favorite WWE superstar.
The harm toucher. I like
It
that.
sounds badass when you say it like that, but you
But
think
it's
about
not.
it and it doesn't mean
It's
anything.
not anything. Yeah, you could flick you and that would count.
It's harm and he touched you.
Oh God.
2 separate instances, 2 entirely different events,
One of
and
them-
we don't like.
One
to
of them
talk
ended in
about.
a settlement.
Ugh.
So
It's still ongoing.
What
We're
else would
actually,
I have in my-
legally we can't talk about it.
I have the guy just going, "It's the dump," which is a furniture store down here.
Is the dump still open?
No, not the one. There's actually one nearby that
Because
closed.
I remember one day they had a big sellout
Liquidation,
thing.
yeah.
Liquidation.
What a sad word that is. We're melting down the company and scraping anything we can get out of this.
We're pulling up the floorboards and we're.
I
grabbing all
cannot stress this enough.
dust.
We're fucked.
We are fucked. Please buy our.
I'm trying to think of more
our-
national commercials that might be stuck. But the local ones are the ones that get you because
Yeah.
they're so bad that you can't. Oh, they're just
the
in there.
general commercials.
The general.
Yeah.
Get to the general and save some time. They all have the weirdest voices.
And it's never I don't know.
It's like they have to be so weird to stand out that it doesn't matter if it's bad.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like almost a marketing strategy to make it
To be
bad
bad.
on purpose, or like
The
just
nice
writing
thing
the
about
line.
being the creator of those commercials is you can just make a bad product and
Yeah.
be like, this is going to
be
be
huge.
it. This is going to sell.
You know, here's everything. You pay
4
me.
years of film school for
Fuck
this.
you. Pay me.
Brand new whip. Okay. I'm trying to think of.
There's got to be more.
There's gotta be a lot more.
There's at least one more carpet cleaner that's stuck in my head.
What's the one
And
where
there's
you can
Stanley
see
Steamer.
him rolling out the carpet? Is that Stanley Steamer?
No.
I feel like that's Empire.
Empire.
What does Empire do?
Today. You'd think, I mean, we know that the commercial by heart.
Isn't that the commercial where the guy? I just distinctly remember him rolling out some carpet, and it's a little man, a little old man.
Empire Today. New season, new floors. Yeah, that sure is
New
it.
season, new me. New floors, new me.
New floors, new season, new me.
Hi, welcome back to New Floors, New Season, New Me.
What is that podcast about? It's the only,
It's a remodel couple,
they're remodeling their house, and
but they're also going through marriage counseling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also themed around fall.
it's a seasonal podcast.
The best kind of podcast. Speaking of which, pretty soon here we're going to have a Halloween episode.
Oh, we are.
And I'm
We should.
really excited.
Next week, I guess we should do it.
Is it that soon?
It's pretty close.
We're getting there, yeah.
No,
I think it's the
not
week after
sexually-
that.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
But yeah, we should
'Cause
get
this is
we should download some spooky
This
music.
is the 5th, the 4th when we do this? The 5th?
You still want to do the skeleton episode? Skeleton facts. I might bring some skeleton facts.
That if we can fill a full episode with skeleton facts, I'll allow it. But it has to be the entire episode. It can't be a segment. We have to commit to the bit, and the entire thing is only facts about skeletons.
I mean, how hard
And
could it be?
we'll find a theme song that's too short, and we'll loop it.
Yes,
For the
of
whole
course.
thing.
It's got to have a xylophone in it for the bones.
I'm gonna look up xylophone bones. What do you think that's gonna come up with?
I feel like it's going to come up with an old cartoon of someone doing that with bones, like a skeleton. Like Mickey Mouse playing some bones. You know how nauseating this would be for an hour?
Your skeleton is just right underneath your skin. Fact number 1. Fact number 2, never look your skeleton in the eyes. It doesn't like that.
Fact number 3, whether you like it or not, there's a skeleton inside you right now.
Fact number 4, at least one of your bones in your body doesn't agree with the other ones.
It has a bone to pick. Fact number 38. The skull is the smallest bone in the body. That's what I want to do. I want to just go and just say things.
Fact number 57, if you ever take any of your bones out to dinner,
Fact number 100. Bones are safe to eat.
Contrary to popular belief.
Part of a balanced breakfast.
Fact number 101. Fact number 102.
The femur is connected to the elbow bone.
Fact number 8. Your tailbone's a lie. Your tailbone doesn't exist.
Episode 3 is never coming out. Fact number 28. No bones about it is actually an offensive phrase and should be avoided at all costs.
Your bones don't like it. If they hear you say that, well, let's bow our heads.
It's slurred.
This just sounds so bad. There's a Halloween genre. This song's called "We're All Gonna Die."
Talk about nauseating. This would be endless. It's like a staircase that never ends.
You go one
You're
step
going
forward
down.
and then one step back.
This is your trip down to the basement.
It's not even a staircase, it's a step. That's fun. That's kind of a fun one.
There's something about that sound that is instantly not scary. And they use it a lot in Halloween music. And I'm like, that's the goofiest little sound. Let's do this, Marines.
Hi.
Welcome back to.
Today on our podcast, we're gonna be addressing the allegations of. I didn't like where it was going.
I don't know where it could have gone after that. Wow, what was going?
Just the
We
music.
like to address
Just
the
a very
elephant in the room.
we're being
Vis-a-vis David's transgression at the Christmas party
we're being sued.
last year. It's just now coming up, right when we're picking up speed on this podcast.
Oh, it's really gonna.
Coincidence, I think.
There's really gonna be quite a big road bump in the road for this podcast.
Welcome back to Road Bump.
In the road.
Road Bump in the road is good. I like that one though. I could actually
That was
handle
kinda
that one
fun,
for a
yeah.
long time.
I think that would be good.
Too suicidal.
That was Mongolian throat singing. That was. How do you did it again? How are you singing two
just
notes
blow
at the
straight
same?
in
Oh,
here.
I see. I understand.
I'm at a weird angle. Weird angle, Yankovic.
Thank you. This is Ben,
This was,
and now we are.
and to you, and also to me.
You did it. You obliged.
The pause. Concern on your face. Where are we at?
At the end. We're at the end. We've never ended one properly.
What's the proper ending?
Where we're like, okay, thanks.
That's boring. We don't have anything to plug yet. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like once we have merch
Or we don't have
or
a
events or something like that, that's what you do at the end.
Yeah, but we don't have a segment at the end. We could do something like that.
Well, eventually we'll have some sort of comment section or something to work with. Guys, pick it up, please.
yeah, we're really slacking. We're putting in a lot of work, and this is just
How many hours of content have we given you? For free.
5,
You think this is easy?
6.
Ty had to sleep in a hotel last night because of this fucking podcast. And you don't get a 5-star hotel like that for cheap.
It was. I looked it up, and it said 2-star hotel. It's self-titled. It was a 2-star hotel.
Because they're just so
Yeah.
proud of not being a 1.
Yeah, we're like, hey,
No roaches. Sorry.
no
Low roaches.
no no roaches,
Mostly no roaches. Sorry. What else
no
do we have?
living roaches.
Curvy tubs.
You
We've got 'em,
You
you
got
want
'em.
'em.
You got 'em.
You want them, you give them.
Give
you
us
take
your.
them, you shove them.
We'll take your tub.
You grab them, you throw them.
You do most of the work here.
Laundry. My laundry. Wait, no. It should go. You got a full service kitchen. You got a deluxe, just huge jumbo bed, walk-in closets, and a patio that just it's magnificent.
The door
you
doesn't
get to clean all of that for me before you leave.
You've got there's a bed, there's a deluxe, you've got a couch.
You've got a hammock. You've got 3 different types of screws. You've got a big old pot of rosemary growing in the backyard. You've got 6 to 7 different ant farms.
All under one roof.
And if you want, now you can have a hotel room. Come on down to Dave's Inn.
Dave's Inn.
By the end of the night, Dave's Inn. That's a guarantee.
Might be a little later than we thought, but he's coming.
That would be a horrifying movie. Dave's Inn, and it's just him, and he's like some sort of creepy like motel owner, and he's trying to get in.
It's like Clue, but Dave's.
He gives you a key that he doesn't have a copy of. By the end of the night,
he hands you the key.
He's got to get in
he
that room.
hands you the key.
Every night, Dave hands you the antidote and gives himself the poison, and he has to get in
and he
the
says,
room.
And he says, "Run."
And for some reason, everyone runs into the room. That's not what you can do anything. It's a fun game. They all go into the room, and he's got the easy access. He knows the vent system.
It's Dave's Inn. It's his inn.
It's his inn. And he's in.
Thanks everybody for listening to Dave's Inn. This has been Dave's Inn. Welcome back to Dave's Inn, and thank you for joining us.
Hey, welcome back to In with Dave.
In
like Dave. Inside Dave Ball.
ESPN 2. Cut.